Right, what is going on, my friends? This is Jake with JG Calisthenics. Now, recently, of course, over the past year, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been very focused on strength, getting stronger, right? I've always, recently really wanted to work towards like the planche push-up, the front lever row, the one-arm chin-up, handstand push-up, all of that. And so, obviously, it's like, as a result, to be completely honest, it's like, when I actually do look at my physique a year ago and look at my physique now, it's like, there's some improvement. There's a lot of improvement in the legs. Obviously, I don't really show my legs because not many people really care about legs. But besides my point, like when you look at the upper body, despite getting very strong with my body weight, I haven't really seen too much drastic change in my physique for a year's time frame. And honestly, I feel it's important for me to share like my experience in this video, because obviously you can gain some insight yourself as to what you want to do and where you want to go in your health and fitness and your calisthenics journey, right? When I first started calisthenics, like when you see my body transformation back in 2018, like I didn't really know any of the advanced calisthenics stuff. I just focused on basic sets and reps, high reps, high volume. There was some strength stuff here and there. But obviously as a result, if you saw like my body transformation, that was because I focused more so on building muscle mass with calisthenics. And honestly, over the past year, it really hasn't been that way. It's been the complete opposite, right? Because obviously, after doing some research when starting calisthenics and getting into calisthenics and actually researching how to make certain bodyweight exercises harder, that's where I learned, there's this thing called a planche or a front lever or a handstand or, all of those stuff that look really freaking cool. And it's like, it's like you want to do it yourself, right? Not just to be able to show off and like do party tricks and that, but it's like, it does like boost your self-confidence a lot, being able to control your body weight in a way in which you thought you previously couldn't do before, right? Obviously since then, like I've learned the handstand. Obviously I worked with Phil Chubb from the Mindful Mover for several months. And honestly, with that, I was working very, very heavy on strength with body weight, right? I wanted to achieve the one-arm chin-up, the planche push-up, the front lever row, and obviously handstand push-ups against the wall. So obviously, like if you do it freestanding, there's like a balance like limitation compared to like actually strength training, right? But besides my point, if you actually look at my progress from that time, like I built a lot of strength, right? And honestly, for me, like being able to do like tuck planche push-ups for several reps, several handstand push-ups against the wall, and working very close to one-arm chin-up, and that like it does boost your confidence in a way in which like seeing how strong you get, right? But also you got to stand, it's like with everything there is like a risk to it, and it's like you can miss out on other things to the point where obviously like you got to understand the advanced feats of calisthenic strength, they are very strength based, right? It's like when you're doing a one-arm chin-up, like it's very hard to gain a hypertrophy response from it, because it's like you're training in that 1 to 5 rep range. Like I've been training very heavy in the 1 to 5 rep range for several months. Like if you actually look at one of my workout videos, which I'll probably post up somewhere around here, it was very, very strength based, like never going above 5 reps, because the goal was getting as physically strong with my body weight as I possibly could. And obviously, like for me, that's where you understand with the advanced calisthenic strength stuff, there can be injury risks to it because of like how much demand there is on the joints, especially when you look at like the one-arm chin-up and such. And so for me, since getting a couple minor like setbacks recently in terms of injuries, it's really made me kind of like reevaluate my goals, right? To the point where it's like, sometimes even though you're becoming like so close to one-arm chin-up or so close to front splits, sometimes I just like would ask myself whilst I'm training, like, where's this actually taking me? Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm building all this strength, all this flexibility in that, but other than that, I'm not really going to actually use it anywhere else, right? And honestly, it's like when you kind of train very heavy for strength and you don't really see much physique or like an improvement in your physique for like a year, it does impact your self-confidence a lot, because it's like, it's one reason why we train. We want to train not just to get stronger, but we want to, look better, feel sexy, and like use that to carry over to all areas of life. Because like the physique is 24/7, whereas obviously like training for, very cool calisthenic skills, it's only as applicable as like your ability when you're actually training, right? And so for me, I found that since, picking up some of these niggles and aches and that, it's made me feel that obviously as a business owner myself, it's like I can't afford to be injured, right? And messing about with like a lot of like skills and that, where like the risk can be arguably higher than the actual reward of it, right? Because it's like when you're running a business, you got clients to serve, It's like it impacts your energy a lot when you're injured, right? It really impacts your mind. Your mind's all cloudy and foggy. And also for you watching this video, I'm limited as to what content I can make if I'm overcoming injuries and such. And so obviously for me, that's where I kind of had like the epiphany of, it's like, the ironic thing is for me, although I've been training for strength for quite some time in terms of calisthenic strength for the past year, like I never really have clients train the same way, because all clients who come to me want to use calisthenics to build the physique, right? Not just so much of, you know, just getting really strong, right? Most people want to use calisthenics as a way to build muscle, lose fat, and actually feel good about themselves, right? And that's really, what I feel I'm going to start gravitating towards myself again, right? It's like I want to, you know, be able to use calisthenics to actually build my physique by focusing on building muscle, right? It's low risk and it's high reward, right? And I think obviously when I kind of look at it, it's probably what you actually want watching this video. I'm sure you're probably more interested in using calisthenics to build muscle and transform your body to then carry that over to all areas of your life, as opposed to, you know, getting very strong, not seeing as much improvement as your physique, but being able to do like cool stuff on that, which like you can only do like here and there when you're actually training. Do you know what I mean? And so all in all, there's no real right or wrong way to train. You've really got to train the way you want to train, because that's obviously what's going to bring you the most fulfillment. I found that for me, it's like I've had experience with both ends of the spectrum, where obviously I started my fitness journey using weights primarily to build muscle, and then because I really didn't actually have any control of my body weight, I then used calisthenics to build strength. Whereas for me, it's like I found that coming to the conclusion of it, it's like obviously I prefer gravitating a bit more towards calisthenics, but then I also prefer a bit more of the building muscle side of things as opposed to just training for strength, because building muscle, building your physique, it has a much greater reward in terms of like your confidence and carrying that over to all areas of your life at a much lower risk, right? It's like low risk, high reward. If you've read the 80-20 rule by Richard Koch, it's like, you know, it's like that is the way to winning in life, right? Low risk, high reward kind of stuff. And I know, as I said, as that's primarily what you probably want to achieve yourself in terms of using calisthenics to build the physique. Obviously, as myself, as I am actually recovering from another injury, right? Which, as an update from the videos I made a couple of weeks ago, fortunately, it isn't hip impingement, it isn't tendinopathy or whatever. It's not even so much of an injury, ironically, right? And my sports physio literally said it's more so like there's just tightness around the hips and the abdomen that just need to take some time to stretch out, loosen out, and then also strengthen, of course, to ease back into things. So I am actually easing back into things now. I am very excited and glad that, you know, this adversity has come from this like minor setback, because it's really made me reevaluate my goals, which I know long term is going to support you to a much higher capacity by actually, you know, realizing what I truly want in my health and fitness and calisthenics is actually what you likely want most as well. Do you know what I mean? So for me as well, because obviously I understand more of what you want and what clients want, it's like all of my programs, coaching programs and such, are actually more tailored towards using calisthenics to actually build muscle and build the physique. Do you know what I mean? Recently, I've actually released a new online coaching option, right? Obviously, I've been working very closely with my clients one-on-one recently, but I have also been taking on new clients in my new option, which is more like online coaching, to the extent where it's less so much one-on-one, it's a bit more self-managing with direct guidance. So as a result, the actual investment is, you know, lower, right? To the point where you still get support from me. It's more so a case of like doing it yourself and then actually having the guidance from me when you actually need me. If you would like support from me to help you to actually use calisthenics to build your physique, I do have a new online coaching option for you to help you achieve that. You can actually link, or you can actually link, I will link for you in the description below for you to check out. And you can actually apply for the program, and I'll then send you a message and email highlighting how, you know, it works exactly, and see if you actually want to commit to it to, as I said, create the transformation you desire in your body and your life, right? Which I'm sure is actually what you more so want, right? So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you gained some insight from a little story of mine, right? Maybe you thought I rambled a bit too much, either or, right? We have actually been recording for a while, but I hope it was valuable for you, so you can actually learn from my mistakes and use it to your advantage to actually gain the results you truly want to achieve in your health, fitness and calisthenics journey. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then I've got no idea what you're doing. You need to subscribe now and turn on post notifications, as I'm going to be showing you how to use calisthenics to build muscle and transform your body. And yeah, I think that's everything covered. Keep moving forward, my friend, and I will see you in the next video with some more updates on how we're going to keep moving forward and evolving beyond, just calisthenics as a whole. So stay tuned and peace out.